Heyyo, GOAT format players, it's Skilled Brown Magician here, and I'm back with my happy belated St. Patty's Day deck profile, and I dubbed it Lucky Dragon Barrel. And I'm featuring what I think is some of the best chance cards, the best luck cards in monsters, and then I'm also running a super spicy tech in Fiend Comedian. So let's go ahead and check out the deck profile. So I basically just threw this one together because I thought it was going to be really fun to have something for St. Patty's Day and have something that had a little bit to do with luck, but I also wanted to figure out a way of kind of stacking it in our favor as well. So kind of the MVP of the deck is definitely Fiend Comedian. I think it's just such an interesting card that I didn't know about until just yesterday when I put this together. So let's check out the deck profile. You can see I'm running a crazy heavy monster lineup, and it's actually really fun. Um, in a couple of duels that I've gotten with this deck, you could do some really fun stuff with it because I'm running a very interesting take. So you'll see I'm running a completely stacked monster lineup. And up here, you'll notice that I actually have these first 7 as my banishers because I'm running a return. This is a return deck. So I'm running 7 banishers, and it's fortunate because 3 of them are normal summonable. And if you don't know what Bazoo's effect is, once per turn, you can banish up to 3 monsters from your graveyard, and he gains 300 attack for each until the end of your opponent's turn. So he can go up to 2,500. So he can go to 19, 22, and then 25. And it's prio, so you can banish your monsters right away. So he's perfect for setting up returns. Obviously, you have your Chaos Sork and your BLS. Perfect for banishing off your blowback dragons, your blade knights, obviously thunder dragons, your roulette barrels, and your kaikus and your decos. So you're running all these banishers just to boost up return, and also because it is very easy to banish from graveyard because Fiend Comedian kind of stacks it in our favor. So this card is really cool, and it's another luck card. You toss a coin and you call it. If you call it right, all of your opponent's cards in the graveyard are removed from play immediately. Everything. But if you call it wrong, you send a number of cards equal to the cards in your opponent's graveyard from your deck to your graveyard. So that's where the spice of the deck comes in, because Fiend Comedian is what sets up your return plays because it throws all of your specific monsters in the graveyard that you specifically want. So let's say you have your return set and you know that next turn you have Heavy Storm in hand. So you're going to clear back row and you know you can one shot him. You can intentionally send Blowback Dragon to graveyard off a Fiend Comedian. You can intentionally send Blade Knight. You can intentionally send Bazoo, Kaiku, Deco, Gren Maju as a secret spice as well. So there's just a lot of things you can do with this deck. The main premise, though, is to sit on Roulette Barrel because of its effect, which is once per turn, you roll a 6-sided die twice. You choose a result and destroy one monster in the field whose level is equal to that result. What's awesome is that it doesn't specify whether the monster is face up or face down. So if the monster is face up and then they activate Book of Moon, as far as I know, I don't think it stops you from destroying it. But leave a comment leave a comment and let me know if I'm right about that. But I'm pretty sure you can still pop them if they turn their guy face down. But I might be wrong. So basically, you sit on Roulette Barrel and you just generate card advantage with Roulette Barrel because he has 2,000 defense. He's 4 stars. He's a light. He has this effect. And, if you're lucky, you can take out their monsters right away. If you're a little less lucky, then you might just be sitting on a 2K defense for a while. But you sit on him until you get a blowback dragon because you tribute him out because he's a 1 tribute. He's a dark, and he's 2300 attack, which is enough to crash with chaos. And his effect is once per turn, target a card your opponent controls. Any card, monster, face up, face down. It could be a spell or trap, face up or face down. You toss a coin 3 times, and you destroy that target if at least 2 of the results are heads. So I don't know the math because I've never been a math person, but I think I've seen that it's roughly equivalent to 50-50 chance that you hit it, but I don't know the math. You guys, again, tell me in the comments. Um, but basically, you can generate advantage off of roulette barrel because, think about it. People will use Exiled Force, will use Raigeki Break, will use all sorts of monster removal on Gravekeeper Spy. Now imagine a Gravekeeper Spy that can destroy your monsters, your face-up monsters, once per turn, right? And sure, it's a gamble, but this is a luck deck, and that's just annoying to have to deal with the roulette barrel and just let it keep destroying your monsters. So you can sit on it, generate card advantage, or you tribute it off, go into Blowback Dragon, and use his effect. Well, what's nice is you use Roulette Barrel's effect first, and then hopefully you destroy a monster, you tribute it off, go into Blowback Dragon, and then hopefully pop one of their back row. Right? So it's just really cool if you're lucky with this deck. And obviously you need stuff to poke with, so you can just use, because you'll have Roulette Barrel in defense, and you'll just want to poke stuff, and if you flip it face up and you don't kill it, then maybe you can pop it with Roulette Barrel. So you can poke with Blade Knight. It's nice because he has his flip monster effect, but obviously it's not going to work if you have Roulette Barrel. But he's nice to poke with. You could also have Kaiku, which fits the return and the banishing effects to also help boost up Grand Maju. So it allows you to banish 2 from the graveyard, also in addition with Fiend Comedian if you hit it. Obviously, you have Triple Deco. If it gets knocked, that's not even bad for you because now you just have 4,200 on deck for all of your returns. So Deco is also a really great deck thinner. So if they knock it and you can get rid of 2 from deck, that's great. Obviously, we're playing Grand Maju because we're running potential really high banish. Also, we have so many banishers in our own deck. So Grand Maju can get up pretty high pretty quickly. And what's really nice is that his defense even goes up by 400. So you can set him and have someone swing into him for game because his defense can be super ridiculously high. Obviously, you play the best draw cards and you're intentionally trying to discard. You play Snatch, MST, Heavy, all the staples. Then you play Triple Fiend Comedian. I'm telling you, this card, it allows you to stack your graveyard with whatever you need. It allows you to stack so you can get your Bazoo plays off, to get your returns off. It allows you to stack your Darks and Lights for your Chaos Sorcerer and your BLS. It allows you to banish your opponent's entire graveyard to fill up your Grand Maju's attack and defense. Just such a cool card. If you hit it, you feel good. If you don't hit it, you still feel pretty good. And then we play Triple Return because this is a card that wins you the game because it allows you to swarm field and just OTK. And then Mirror Force, Torrential, and Call of the Haunted. I play Call of the Haunted just to go into Grand Maju because that could be really good. Send, Grand Maju off of Fiend Comedian and then Call of the Haunted it for a game shot. So that's a deck profile. I might have chatted about it a little too long. But here's basically the strategy that I was mentioning earlier. If you're lucky, you can just generate more and more card advantage with Roulette Barrel. Obviously, it's a little more limited because you have to destroy a monster on the field whose level is equal to the result. So it's only 1 through 6, but that's the majority of monsters anyways. So he can generate a lot of advantage the longer that he stays on field. Blowback Dragon, same thing, because it's even more versatile because it pops any card, whether it's face up, face down, monster, spell, or trap, and he has 2,300 attack to boot. So I have one duel with it against a Magnet Warrior deck, but I still want to showcase it and just kind of show you. I didn't get into Fiend Comedian, but I want to show you that I did test it at least, but I still got to test a little more. Maybe I'll post some more replays with it because I just think Fiend Comedian is such a cool card. Okay, I went through that really fast, but basically What he did on his opening play is he's playing Magnet Warriors. So he has two-man cell battle and Heart of the Underdog. Funny. Shout outs to my Paladin of White Dragon deck profile. That was my opening deck profile on the channel. And it used two-man cell battle and normal monsters and Heart of the Underdog as like a normal engine. That's funny. You should check that out too. Anyways, so he puts two-man cell battle, which allows him to, in his end phase, he can special summon another level 4 monster from his hand. If it's a normal. Heart of the Underdog, it allows him to draw normal monsters. A little confusing to explain the nuances of it, but if he draws a normal monster, he can draw again. So he's set, and I know he's playing Magnet, so that's good for me. I get Graceful, and I open pretty busted. And obviously, I'm playing my Dark and Light engine, so it's very easy for me to get rid of stuff. So I already have Light and Dark and Grave, and I'm obviously playing such a heavy Chaos engine. So I'm going to pull out BLS. And I know he doesn't have any back row to worry about. And then what do I do after this? Oh, I bring out my Bazoo, and I send one extra Thunder Dragon to Grave that I can banish to get the token. And I was also thoughtful because I know his face down, and I poke for 3k. But with that extra banish off of Bazoo, I now have 3 in Grave. So with just this, I have 46. And I already have the return set. So I'm already pretty much set up for a game shot on my second turn, which is pretty crazy. Obviously, he's not playing the optimal deck, but it still just kind of goes to show what this deck can do. And you'll get to see the roulette barrel spice because I do play it next turn. So let's speed it up a little bit. He brings out his dude. He pops the field spell. He has 1950 to clear my Bazoo. But that's okay. It takes 50 life points. No, 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 ning. I've been trying to practice that. My friends play in real life, and we always do that. That was my life point deduction sound. Okay, so I go for game shot here, and he knows it. I go roulette barrel just for the swag. Go for the style. Get the luck. Get the St. Patty's Day luck. And he just admits defeat as soon as I pop return because he knows that's an extra 46,000, 3k. That's game. So there you go. That's the Lucky Dragon Barrel deck profile. I hope you guys liked it. I want to play it more because I do think there is some potential. I love Fiend Comedian. I want to get more funny replays for you guys. But there it is. And I just wanted to post it because St. Patty's Day is a really one of my favorite days just because it is my birthday. So I always like to celebrate on St. Patty's Day, and I figured I would celebrate with the deck profile. So here's my belated St. Patty's deck. Hope you're lucky. Hope you get some good flips. Hope you get some good coin tosses, and I'll see you next time. Peace.